She made $300,000 mocking mommy bloggers. Now she's ending her career with a podcast funeral and a reputation in shambles. Bobbi Altthof was supposed to be the next mega podcast show. She had the guests, the numbers, and the look of a girl who accidentally fell into fame. But when the cameras kept rolling and the sarcasm stopped landing, the internet started to have mixed feelings towards her. Things changed quickly, and just like that, another podcast queen fumbled the bag in real time. If you enjoy watching influencer careers rise and collapse under their own ego, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. Let's talk about Bobbi. At first, Bobbi was funny. She built her brand mocking TikTok moms with videos that were dry, weird, and undeniably viral. Whether it was naming her daughter Richard or delivering deadpan jokes about parenting and shame, people got it. The sarcasm worked. The numbers were insane. She pulled in millions of views, built a massive audience, and made a reported $250,000 to $300,000 per year off brand deals alone.
Making around like $250 to $300 a year.
Thousand.
Yeah.
From brand
deals on TikTok.
Not bad for someone whose entire bit was looking mildly annoyed in a Target hoodie. But Bobbi didn't want to stay in parody land. She wanted to be taken seriously, and that's where things started to break. In 2023, she launched the Really Good podcast, and from the very first episode, it was clear this wasn't just another creator bootstrapping a podcast from their bedroom. She had Drake, she had Mark Cuban, she had Offset, and she had UTA, the biggest talent agency in the world, signing her almost instantly. From the jump, Bobbi had top-tier production, viral guests, and a golden pipeline of media connections most creators would kill for. And that's exactly why people started calling her an industry plant. It didn't take long for the plant accusations to become her entire brand. People started confronting her on her own podcast. Offset roasted her to her face. Other guests joked that she got here in 5 minutes while they grinded for 20 years.
I am, but
you do feel kind of planty. We do have the same manager, so is this
I know, isn't that crazy?
It feels a bit planty.
This is definitely planty.
You got here in 5 minutes. It took me 20 years.
Hey, it has been a minute.
What I think industry plan is, it's like somebody that has been is tied to someone else in the industry and uses those connections to capitalize, and they have zero talent.
And the worst part? Bobbi didn't deny it. She straight up said, "I don't have any talents. I just wanted to make money." Respectfully, honesty is cool and all, but when your entire identity is, "I'm not good at anything, but I like money," you might want to reconsider launching a personality-driven podcast. Despite the rumors, Bobbi kept pushing, but over time, things got awkward. Really awkward. The guests got less interesting. The energy dropped. Her interviews felt one note. Same dry act, same tone, same joke. And when Offset told her she was like a plain piece of chicken, the entire internet collectively agreed. Even Bobbi later admitted the comments broke her down mentally. But by then, the numbers were already dropping. The sarcasm wasn't hitting the same. The novelty wore off. And audiences started to notice something else. Behind the deadpan comedy was a creator who didn't seem all that interested in content, just the perks. Then came the family drama. At the height of her podcast rise, Bobbi missed her own daughter's first birthday to record an episode. When confronted, she played it cool. "I wasn't gonna bring that up," but the internet did. A lot. Drake clowned her for it. Her husband filed for divorce shortly after the Drake episode dropped, and the rumors kicked into full gear. People accused her of chasing fame at the expense of her family, of being passed around by the industry, of turning her marriage into a stepping stone for clout. Ryan Garcia posted a rant on Twitter confirming they'd hooked up. Clips surfaced of Bobbi being drunkenly carried out of club, and she even tried to soft launch a new guy, only to be denied by the man himself when the internet figured out who he was.
Just hard to imagine finding someone who is truly good for you. It's hard to imagine there's a world where there's someone who's actually meant for you. Dating is just hard, you guys.
At this point, her image was in freefall. So what does Bobbi do? She pulls the plug. In July 2024, she releases the final episode of her podcast, complete with sad music, a fake funeral vibe, and a dramatic opening where she sings with her sister.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya?
But let's be real, it wasn't some heartfelt send-off. It was a clip show. She cycled through old episodes, played highlights, and ran 10+ ads back-to-back like she was squeezing every last drop out of the brand. The episode felt less like closure and more like contract fulfillment, as if sponsors still had time slots to be filled, and Bobbi was just phoning it in to meet obligation. The comment section, not exactly supportive. Fans and former fans tore her apart. This podcast died months ago. Good riddance. You missed your kid's birthday for this? This is just sad. There was no celebration, no nostalgia, no thank you wave. Just people dragging her for abandoning her family, selling out, and pretending to be self-aware while cashing in. But the weirdest part? Despite all the failure, someone kept trying to make Bobbi a thing. Even in the final months, she was getting puff pieces in Business Insider. Posts were going viral trying to convince the internet she was still a breakout star. Meanwhile, her views were crashing, and her interviews had shifted from Offset and Drake to random people nobody recognized. It felt like the funding faucet had finally turned off. And the girl who once joked about being a nobody with no skills was now just that, a nobody again. So what was Bobbi's podcast really about? Fame, access, a shortcut to the top. But shortcuts come with consequences, because when you skip the grind, you skip the glue that holds your audience together. Bobbi didn't fall off because she was hated. She fell off because no one cared anymore. And that's worse. The internet didn't cancel her. They just moved on. And now, the girl who built a podcast empire off awkward interviews and silent stares is the one left with nothing to say. Thanks for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed the fall, and subscribe if you don't want to miss the next one. And I'll see you in the next downfall.